who are our top 5 teams after week 1? Obviously, there was a lot of big games, a lot of big wins. Do you want to go just tit for tat? Or do you want to just drop top 5 and
we could do from 5 to 1. So we'll go each other's 5, and then we'll do each other's 4, and then 3.
Right, who's 2, your number 5?
I got the Colts after week 1. Colts, you win in that dominating fashion of, was it 7 out of 7 drives ended in points? It's like the first time ever in like since I think like the 60s almost since that ever happened in the NFL era. It's for them scoring on their first drive ever. I believe that hasn't been done with the Colts since 2006, Peyton Manning. So it's looking really positive. I think they are also an organization that when they didn't need a guy like Anthony Richardson. I think it was really much like, hey, Daniel Jones, don't mess this up. We have a really good squad. We're going to set you up for very good success, make the right decisions, and we are going to win. And also them playing against the, I think, worst team in the league as well, too, really helped them out. I got the Colts because the dominating fashion they won, defensively, special teams, offensively, running, passing. Like, I think they're the 5th best. After week 1, they're the 5th best team.
All right. My number 5 is the Minnesota Vikings. You came out there, you whipped ass, divisional rival, big moment. Mm-hmm. Your rookie quarterback played amazing. You're my number 5 team. You probably could have been a lot. You probably could have been 4-3-2. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I take things slow. Let's see this build. And if you start out 4-0, you're probably going to be number 2, number 1 in no time. But you start out number 5. My number 4 is the Los Angeles Chargers. Big win against a division rival, defending AFC champion of like the last 4 years. They absolutely crushed it. They absolutely killed it. You can't bitch too much about anything the Chargers did. Their former first-round pick Quentin Johnston looked like a real wide receiver. There are kids in Brazil who think he's Randy Moss.
That is one of the funniest memes from week 1.
Just unbelievable stuff. Justin Herbert looks like an MVP frontrunner, as you said in the last episode. Mm-hmm. You gotta really like what you saw out of the Chargers, so they land in my number 4 spot.
My number 4 spot is a team that lost in week 1, the Ravens. I got the Ravens at the number 4 best team in the league. It's outside of the Derrick Henry fumble. I mean, that team looks stupid on offense. Like they look like if you said like losing to a Bills team, which is a Super Bowl contending team. I think also Josh Allen is literally making the case that he's the best quarterback in this league this year. And to lose to that team, I mean, the Ravens, they look like they're going to win the division based on how they played against a really good Bills team. The only concern is this Ravens defense, like is pretty non-Ravens like defense as they known throughout their history of that organization. But that's a good loss to have. It is. You lost on the road to Buffalo. Buffalo had to do a tremendous comeback against you. It's I'm going to go with the Ravens at my number 4 spot. I think they're still a legitimate Super Bowl team after that game.
Okay. Unfortunately, all my teams won, so I kind of went in a different direction as you did. In mind, you had to win week 1 to get into my top 5 for week 1. But that's okay. It makes for different conversations. My number 3 is the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, absolutely. Again, another big division win. You kicked ass. You took names. You put the rest of the division on notice that, oh, hey, like, don't sleep on us. Everybody wants to talk about the Lions and how flashy they are. Everybody wants to talk about the Vikings, how well built they are. Everybody wants to talk about the Bears and how they're going to have this big rebound. The Packers are still the Packers, and they look even better than they did last year. This is setting up to be a really interesting team to follow the rest of the way. So I have the Green Bay Packers at my number 3 spot.
And the way they utilize Michael Parsons, too. Getting their new toy and utilizing him. My number 3 is the Chargers. I put the Chargers at number 3. You beat a very good Chiefs team. And the way that you did it, too, because last year a big concern with Justin Herbert was the passing game. He kind of regressed last year. And I think this year he's going to have an MVP-like level season. He's going to be in the top 3 conversation. And to do it against the number 1 quarterback And to beat them the way that they did, I'm going to go with the Chargers at number 3 for me.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2 team is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, very solid all-around team. Dallas is a little bit better than we probably would have thought early on. I mean, there was a legitimate fight. They closed out a game. It was a divisional opponent. Grinded out game. Jalen Hurts was able to win on the ground game. He did not need to throw the ball. They are also set up very well offensively for many different ways to win games. And this is a definite pivotal moment down the line. The reason why that they're probably going to win the division, or why they may have a first round bye come NFL playoff time. It's just they're a super solid well-rounded team, and they're also former Super Bowl champs.
Yep, my number 2 is the Buffalo Bills. Don't like that they had to have a 15-point comeback. It was real sloppy early. Mm-hmm. But Josh Allen, in the way only Josh Allen can, put the team on his back and said, "I'm taking you guys to the promised land," and he absolutely did that, mustering a 15-point comeback in the final 5 minutes or whatever it was. That team looks awesome. I hate that my favorite team has to play them twice a year, but that's okay. I love watching Josh Allen. The guy's a freak. And they're at my number 2 spot. Then they could have easily been at my number 1, which belongs to the Philadelphia Eagles for all the reasons you said. Really just sound, structured. There's no hole on that team. There's no holes at all.
Seriously.
You could argue hey, maybe you could have a more explosive tight end, but Dallas Goedert would play for most other teams.
When we're arguing about tight end for your squad, that's how you know you're super well-rounded. And on top of that, the best part about these Eagles team is when they identify a potential hole, they fix it. Like with Tanks Bigsby. Oh, we lost Gainwell. Guess what? We're just going to go get a guy for 5th rounder. A guy
who had 700 yards last year.
And very relatively good guy on a very bad offensive ran Jaguars. My number 1 team is the Bills. The way they came back, Josh Allen is on another back-to-back MVP level type season. He is fully seeing the narrative of Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. He is no, it's going to be me this year. And the way that they came back, also coming into you still had concerns at wide receiver, offensively, who is Josh going to pass to? And he's making his dudes look like studs.
Coleman is finally realizing his potential.
Yep. And Josh Allen is setting up that. Josh Allen is doing whatever he can to win games and close out games. He's also been a lot of when the ball's in his hand, he's going to do whatever it takes to win. The only concern, defensively, you can't be putting up 40 fucking points on allowing teams to score 40 points because
it's the Ravens. It's the Ravens.
Yes, but also you spot a team 40. And especially the way they were down bad. You're asking a lot for your team to come back and have those magical moments time and time again, because also Derrick Henry fumbling was a big key pivotal moment in that game. But I think the Bills are super set up to go do a Super Bowl run. It's a solid win, a great comeback win. It is the big concern for them, for me, like I said, is still defensively. Spotting a team 40 points and having to rely on a very, to fumble the ball for Derrick Henry. I'm sure he already talked about that. He's a little bit upset about he let his team down on that part. But I got the Bills number 1.
Back-to-back heartbreaker in Buffalo for them out of 2 guys who are usually so sure. It's so steady and reliable. Not Mark Henry. God damn it. Mark Andrews last year and Derrick Henry.
And Mark Andrews, who literally didn't even play this game. They were at all.
And even their backup tight end, Isaiah Likely's got a foot injury. So,
yep.
Who are they rolling out with at tight end?
I don't know.
Yep. All right. Those are your must-win Week 2 matchups.